Hello everybody and welcome back. We're over here on episode 7 of Feed the Beast Pyramid. And what we're doing is we're in the Nether to start this episode off because in my inventory I have cursed earth and dirt. And since we can produce gold, there's really not a lot of reason to keep this around. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill everyone here. Oh, that's loud. Switch that back down. There we go. That's nicer. And yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to kill these guys. And then we're going to lay down some dirt, turn it into cursed earth. Because I decided that even though it's really easy for us to make the biomass that we need to do the quest, that's the next quest basically, I want to... I don't know, I kind of want to try to go in order as much as I can. And seeing as I did think of this, that, you know, we could get coal this way, that's my goal. So, in case that was really vague, because it might, I don't know. We need coal to make the shock absorber, and to make the shock absorber, we could have gone and made biomass, which is the quest after the shock absorber, and we talked about that last episode, so yeah. As I finish up killing these guys, we should... Last one? Any babies? Nope. Okay, so we got... Yeah, sulfur is the only, like, resource we get out of here that, like, is kind of valuable, that we can't get elsewhere, I think. Or can't get elsewhere easily. But it's not, like, crazy rare, I think. Like, we can produce it, I think. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll get it from blaze powder later on. No big deal. So, I made the ceiling for this relatively high. So, in theory... Actually, get that out of my inventory so I don't... So, this is too high. Wither skeletons are taller than that, so we do need to go down one or up one with the ceiling. The music is... too much. Too much. So... Nope, still too much. Can't think. Let's just turn that off again. Okay, so we need to go down or up. I'm thinking down. Yeah. So I think what I'll do is I'll just get rid of all the cobble, replace it with dirt. We'll put cursed earth in the middle. And then I'll probably end up having to AFK here for a hot minute. Just while it spreads and spawns mobs. But yeah, give me one sec, guys. Okay guys, so I just had to do a quick break there. I was going to do one continuous time lapse, but I decided that I ran out of dirt. Well, I didn't really decide, it just happened. So, obviously more mobs spawned, so what we need to do is get rid of those guys. So, let's block this off again. Yeah, there's not enough of them for me to like even get to them. How am I gonna aggro them without dying too much? By the way, we are wearing our jetpack, which makes it super easy to get back up, and makes it super easy to get down, because we don't have to rely on the water. Talking's hard. Okay, so I can hit this guy, and then quickly run in here. Let's just do that. Oh, he made it harder now. I'm so scared. Like, we have a sword, it's got 85 durability, it's not gonna break. We have full bronze armor. We should be able to take on like a few pigmen, right? Right? Oh boy. Disaster in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. We did it! That was so uneventful, but it actually is terrifying to hit zombie pigmen. And if you don't have a safe area to go to. But once again, I can just kill them all, and this time it's not that many. And then we'll drop the cursed earth where it belongs. And the baby dudes. I'm thinking the baby dudes can't spawn on cobblestone because we didn't have any baby dudes before. Let's see, can I get to you? I can't. Are they 1 block tall? I can't remember their actual dimensions. So I'm worried if I remove this. Yep. That's what I was worried about. Okay. Yeah, we didn't have any babies before, so that was never an issue. It's kind of weird. Whatever, we got meat and feathers from that because of the chicken jockeys. Okay, so we want to drop this and basically do the same thing here. You know, the same hit and run. It's not as bad because this doesn't spread as violently. But this is 1 block, so yeah, like I assumed, I'm gonna have to AFK here while this spreads. I think theoretically I could get my water. I don't know if the watering can works in a minute, but either way, I just kind of gotta wait for this to spread. So I'll catch you guys whenever it's done. Alrighty guys, so it's been a few minutes, about 15 or so, and I've been watching this and it's not fully done spreading yet, but it looks like all we're getting are zombie pigmen, which is not ideal. So much for that. Yeah, that's the end of that experiment. I guess we're not doing that. So let's just grab. Let's grab it. I'll clean out my inventory when we get back. Make sure we have the jetpack on before we jump out to our death on the other side. But yeah, so that's unfortunate. Oh jeez. Can't see anything. I can't see anything. Okay, thank goodness we have a jetpack. That I really need to like clog the end of this side, because this is kind of ridiculous. Whatever, they'll despawn. But yeah, look at this. This is just, it's so much easier to get back up. And I kind of really like the way the base looks from the other side with like the wood. It's like basically the way it looks like this, just without all the clutter. But I like it. I do indeed like it. So, well, we got 20 ink sacs because we keep going down there. But basically what needs to happen now is if we take a look again. Okay, this is what I don't like about the jetpack. It's not actually faster than running. So, like it's purely vertical momentum. Like all it does is take you up. You don't go forward with it at all. So the only way to get the shock absorber is to get biomass. So I guess our next quest will be biomass, which will get us nickel, which is going to help with thermal expansion stuff, but mostly the coal is what we need. And then we'll worry about this stuff in the next few episodes. But one quick thing I did change before starting the episode was the cobblestone gens and the recyclers. I gave each of them their own, and these are now tier 2s. And tier 2s are enough to keep up. Hello. Excuse me, sir. I was speaking. So rude. No respect. But yeah, that's enough to keep up. So now, instead of having that, I mean, we still have that chest, but instead of that chest, we basically have 15 slots of leftover cobble if I ever need it. So it's just these hoppers to grab. And then we'll worry about scrap boxes here in just a minute. But yeah, so we are producing biomass, you know, right here. If I could eat this apple. Nothing's going right. Yeah, we were producing it. We have this guy's full, this is producing using charcoal blocks, whatever. We're making ethanol. We're turning our biomass into ethanol. We want to stop this process, basically, because we want the biomass. So, the problem with this is it's taking up all our saplings, right? So like I can throw more in there, no big deal, we still have some. But I've figured out, and this is what I'm going to set up. Biomass, oh this biomass wasn't, I might have to look back at some of the other videos to see if this was in there. I don't remember seeing this biomass, because biochaff is an alchemical imbuer. I mean, we can't make this yet because we're missing a brewing stand and Constantan, which is nickel. Yeah, so we can't do that right now. We need this biomass, which we get from this, and we can use biochaff here too. But what I was saying is plant balls. And plant balls you can make out of leaves. So that's what I kind of started doing, is I have a few leaves in here, but I already used this whole stack. Anyway, I'm going to start shearing the leaves instead of just breaking them, and use them for plant balls, get ourselves the biomass. It really shouldn't take that long. I think I'm going to use this fermenter though, or wait, this fermenter here to do it, and just put a tank on top of this, because this is hooked up to the main power, so it won't run out and be really slow like this one. Anyway guys, that's what I'm going to set up. Give me a hot sec. Okay guys, here we go. I am basically ready. I put a transfer node of fluid on the back, so our biomass will go in here. In theory, our water can go here. And now this should fill up. The problem with this is, like, I forgot it needs water to make the biomass, not just saplings and power. So I'll probably manually refill this by just dropping it over here, letting it fill up from our water condensator. I don't know. Or I might run like a really ugly cable, just like this, like just over top. I don't know. Haven't quite decided yet. All I know is that I moved this chest over to one to the left, and now this is in theory producing biomass. I just realized this is a terrible spot. I could lose this tank every time I break it. Yeah. Didn't think that through. Anyway, this is filling up rather slowly, actually, considering it doesn't have many places to go. Awkward. My goal is to just put the tank in this slot right here, and it just fills up, but I think this is exclusively for, like, the water bee drops or whatever they're called. So, I don't know. I'm going to drop a stack of saplings in there for now, just so it's running, and then I'm going to basically I'm going to AFK and just gather leaves for a hot minute. Hey guys. So I decided to solve our little biomass leaf problem by making a better tree farm than my manual one over here. So as you can see, we're over here. I created a new extended platform. I made the farmer from actually additions, because while there is from integrated, no, it's industrial foregoing. What? Why is this not showing up? Something's weird with my AI, guys. I swear. At industrial foregoing, this stuff. There is a planter and a tree, like what is it called? Like animal feeder, plant sower, plant fertilizer, plant gatherer, and all that. So we would need like 3 or 4 machines to create a tree farm. Actually additions, which we do have access to now, makes it a lot easier. And then I made this guy. I took one of my furnace generators, turned him into a culinary generator, because I realized our apples are probably OP. Like, this is 24 RF per tick, which is less, but our apples are 64 RF per tick and 170,000. So if this gives us apples, this could be a completely self-sustaining operation here. So I just need to see what this guy will do, if he actually chops down trees or if it only plants them. I really hope it actually chops them down. And I hope, I mean, I don't think it'll give us leaves, but it might give us enough saplings and apples that we don't have to worry about it. Come on. You have power. There's nothing left to plant. Chop it down. Come on. Ah, man. I mean, it does plant it very nicely, so that's a plus. Ah, man, that sucks. I'm gonna see real quick. Let's see. Actually, additions. If there's a block that's for breaking it, maybe? Okay, it doesn't look like it has a block that can farm trees effectively, which is kind of a bummer, to be honest. I kind of thought this would work. So I guess I'll set up the stuff from Industrial Foregoing, because I don't think there's any other mods that have that. So Industrial Foregoing. I'll build up the, what was it called? It's not the sludge refiner. Whatever it was called. Plant gatherer? Can harvest sugarcane, cactus, pumpkin, melon, red orchid, netherwort, coarse, Edna lily, industrial hemp, any Minecraft style crop, any Minecraft style tree. And it accepts a leaf shearing add-on. So this will get us leaves. So we have plastic, we can make gold gears. Can we make a machine frame? Yeah, we can. We've made those before. And just iron stuff. So just a quick crafting session. BRB, guys. Hey guys, back here again. I made the plant gatherer, and it's been a hot minute. I know I've been saying that a lot this this episode, but I don't know. I'm having trouble like thinking straight, and so it's taking me way longer to set this up than I thought. So I just wanted to give you guys a progress update. I have the jetpack on right now because I decided we're gonna go down a little bit this time, and so I just built this little box underneath it, kind of keeping with our theme of cobblestone on the sides and oak below it. So it's not anything great to look at, but it's better than I think just having a cobblestone cube. I don't know. I'm not really thinking straight. I'm just doing stuff and I'm trying to get this done, but every time I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. So yeah, it's literally just an empty square right now, so I can put cables and all that. But I also think I want to drop the dirt down one. And that would drop this down one, and then keep these at this level maybe, and have the cable underneath it or something. Again, I'm not sure. I just want to give you guys a quick progress update. Okay, this should be the wrapping up point. We are approaching being done here. I figured it out. I'm going to drop this down to this level. We have this hooked up. This is we're going to use 3 furnace generators. I made more of these. I figured out. Well, I didn't figure out. I just looked at the recipe again. And they're literally just iron, redstone, a chest, and a furnace. So they're super easy to make. So I made a few of them, so we can spare them now. It's whatever. I made sure you can still get around this way. And this way the box won't look as big as if, the stuff inside of it is dropped down a little bit. The only problem is these item nodes are actually pretty slow, but it's not going to matter because I think... yeah, power's going up in here, so at 3 is probably overkill. I don't think this thing uses 40 RF per tick, and it has a huge buffer, so not too worried about that. Just a quick note, I did make 2 upgrades for it, the leaf shearing and the range, and if we show the range, it's all of this. So technically it's bigger than the square we're using, but I had to kind of guess with tier 4. I just was like, I don't know, this one's uses copper for this one, so it's easy. So I decided to do that, yeah. So now, but we should be able to just put all this back. Of course, that's going to break. And I did have a creeper spawn in here overnight when I quickly went away, which is not good, because that means it's not lit up properly. So I want to try and fix that. Let's see. I had a torch here, so I guess we'll put one here and one here. And one here and here. Hopefully. I don't know, the creeper was like over here, so it might have spawned in this vicinity. So actually, let's move these out one. Can I get that back? I can't. Okay, hopefully we don't need to go back down there. But if we do, we can always just knock out any of these blocks. And I might make this row slabs. We'll take a look at that in the future. This is visible. I didn't consider that. This is what I mean, I can't. I don't know what to do. Everything I'm doing is like, what was I thinking? You know what? I might just leave that because I kind of just want this running at this point. So let's give it a test. Where are my saplings? I put them in here. Let's grab a stack. So this guy does till the soil for some reason to plant these guys, but I think that's more of a it thing, not really a necessary in any way sort of thing. And then we just gotta wait for this to grow, but this theoretically, I do have these set to filter. And let's see. I don't know what this is about. These don't need to be here. So what I'm gonna do is grab some bone meal so we can test this properly. Interesting that it did, like it went here and then this way and then here and then this way. Very strange. Very strange indeed. But yeah, I really do want to wrap this episode up. I feel like I've been rambling a bunch this episode, so really want to avoid that. The way we're going to power those guys, by the way, is with charcoal. Because obviously the furnace generators, like everything else we're using, but I was considering setting up a system where they, produce the charcoal here on site. But then I'm like, we have so much charcoal just laying around. We're actually stopping production at this point because the chest is full. So yeah, I decided I'm just going to manually come over here and be like, yeah, it's empty, let's just refill that. Because that way this isn't like running indefinitely too. It does technically have a termination point, so if I ever forget about it, it's not like we're going to get overflows of wood or saplings or stuff like that. So this was at 11 apples. I'm really curious if we're going to get apples because we're shearing the leaves. So we are shearing the leaves, which is what we wanted. Let's put that there, because I didn't have a leaf yet to do the white list on this. So there we go. And now, leaves, yeah, the leaves are going in there. And the weird thing is, with Vein Miner, I can vein mine leaves, right? You've seen me do that before, I think? And it works. It'll go like all the way around any connected leaves. But if I do it with shears, it only does a 3x3x3. So I can only get 9 leaves per like shear instead of vein mining with shears. It's very strange. So it didn't look like we got any apples that time. I'll keep an eye on that because ideally I do want to get some apples out of this. But the only thing we are also not doing is we're not feeding saplings back into this guy. That's also a manual process. Is this thing? Wait. What's taking so long here? Oh, sludge. I forgot to deal with sludge. Okay, you know what? Pretend I dealt with sludge. You know? Just pretend that I dealt with sludge. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode of nonsense. I'll be more prepared for next episode, hopefully. And we can actually finish that biomass quest, because this will keep running. I'll keep refilling that. We have leaves now. So episode 8, we'll do the biomass, and then we can keep going with the quests. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm out.